Now let me discuss in the previous lecture, the previous video we have discussed about the classification of bases. Now we will discuss about the physical and important chemical properties of bases as well as methods for the preparation of bases. So let us discuss about the physical properties of bases. The important physical properties of bases are bitter to taste. It doesn't mean that you have to just taste it. This is a simple physical property that bases are bitter in taste as acids are sour in taste. Bases are soapy and slippery to touch. This I believe everyone has experienced, because when you hold soap in the soap, whether it is bathing soap or it is washing soap, you feel very slippery sort of feeling is there. Why? Because the important constituent of soap is a base. It's an alkali, that is sodium hydroxide. So bases are soapy and slippery to touch. Bases are also, here I am talking about highly reactive bases. Bases are also corrosive in nature. Next is, bases turns red litmus paper to blue. This is one of the test also with litmus paper, and here I would like to discuss one more test of bases, that not with litmus paper, with other indicator. Okay, before talking about the indicators, I would like to discuss about what are indicators, just as a revision, and types of indicators. Indicators are those chemical substances which we use to test the nature of other substances, whether the substance is acidic, basic or neutral in nature. Such chemical substances are known as indicators. Basically, we are using 4 indicators in our lab also: red litmus paper or litmus solution, blue litmus paper or litmus solution, phenolphthalein and methyl orange. So here I would like to discuss by using that what will be the observation when we add this base with phenolphthalein or with methyl orange also. So with phenolphthalein colorless, in this case in your syllabus it's about the colorless phenolphthalein. So colorless is there, but when it reacts with a base or a alkali, it turns its color into dark pink, or we can say purple. So that is also the test of base, and with acid there is no impact of phenolphthalein. And red litmus changes to blue in case of bases, and acid turns blue litmus to red, whether you are using paper or you are using solution. Now the next indicator is methyl orange. As the name suggests, the color is orange. So with the base, the color of methyl orange changes from orange to yellow, and with acid, the color of methyl orange changes from orange to pink. This is very important observation. Because I have discussed all the indicators before starting the properties, so let me discuss about the pH paper also, or pH solution also. pH solution or pH paper is known as universal indicator. Why pH paper or pH solution is known as universal indicator? pH paper or pH solution are known as universal indicator because it not only tells about the nature, whether the substance is acidic or basic in nature, but it also tells the strength. If it is acid, whether it is strong acid, what is its value? If it is base, whether it is weak base or strong base, its value. And there is a scale which we call pH scale, where the reading is from 1 to 14. 7 is for neutral, less than 7 acidic, more than 7 basic. That we'll discuss in detail later on. Now let's come to this point that I am going to discuss: chemical properties of bases. Can you tell me the difference between physical and chemical properties, students? Yes. Physical properties, the properties which we can perceive, which we can see, like its solubility, whether the substance is soluble or not, what is its color, what is its melting point, boiling point, how does it look, how does we feel when we touch that substance, what is its taste. So all those properties comes under physical properties. Now chemical properties, when a substance reacts with some other substance and a new substance is formed, that is known as the chemical property. Where some chemical reaction occurs, that we call chemical property. So first important chemical property of bases is neutralization reaction. This is in acid also as well as in bases. where base reacts with acid to give salt and water. Basically, the definition of neutralization reaction, what you used to write in 9th standard also you people have done, that acid reacts with base to give salt and water. But the actual definition, I am not saying that definition is wrong, that is also correct. But if you have to write the, I can say the proper definition, then your definition should be reaction between acid and base in such a manner that base dissociates to give hydroxyl ion and acid dissociates to give hydrogen ion. And this combination of this hydrogen ion and this hydroxyl ion to give water, that is known as neutralization reaction. So this is first very important chemical property of bases, that bases reacts with acid to give salt and water, by the reaction which we call neutralization reaction. Second important chemical property, because we have used this property for the preparation of ammonia gas in the lab, I believe all of you do remember that whenever base reacts with any ammonium salt, such salt where ammonium radical is there, ammonium radical is what? This is ammonium radical, NH4 positive. So when base reacts with any ammonium salt, it will release, along with salt and water, it will release a very pungent smelling gas, that is ammonia. This is also very important chemical property of bases, that bases reacts with ammonium salt to release a very pungent smelling gas, that is ammonia. And how will you test this gas? You will test this gas when you will bring a glass straw dipped in HCl, because you are not aware whether the gas is ammonia or not. Just by smell you cannot confirm that the gas is ammonia. There are not many gases which are pungent smelling. So if dense white fumes will be there, then it confirms the presence of which gas? Evolution which gas? Ammonia. Second important test, that this is the only basic gas which turns red litmus to blue. Third, this gas also have bleaching effect. It turns red litmus to blue, and after some time it will decolorize that blue litmus paper also. So this is the second important chemical properties of bases, that bases when reacts with any ammonium salt, here I have taken chloride, you can take ammonium nitrate, you can take ammonium sulfate. When I am said any ammonium salt, it means anion can be any, but cation should be this, that is your ammonium radical. When it will releases which gas? It will releases ammonia gas. Third, amphoteric behavior. Again, we have done this in analytical chemistry. The property of certain metallic oxide or hydroxide by which it either react with acid or react with alkali to give salt and water. So this is also very important chemical property of bases. I have taken one example. I have taken for zinc. You can go with lead also. You can use for aluminium also. So see here, ZnOH twice is a base. Why I am saying it is a base, it's not alkali? Because it is a precipitate. That's why. So ZnOH twice, base with acid, sulfuric acid, it will give salt and water, zinc sulfate and water. Second thing, again base with base, ZnOH twice, base plus NaOH, alkali, and all alkalis are bases. So base with base also gives salt and water, that is sodium zincate and water. So this is about the chemical properties of bases.